Welcome back to It Was Never a Phase Cards. In today's video, we're going to be talking about just how unhinged this Pokemon market can be at times. And I'm going to need you guys' help to help me understand what is going through some people's minds as we are already seeing people pre-order or pre-buy that Gengar SIR for over $900. The boxes aren't out. Nothing is out. Nobody has an actual picture of any actual cards. We just have this picture of what the card will look like. And let's get a few things out of the way. Kind of a controversial card from what I was getting when we did the reveal of this card. It was either I love it or hate it, which seems kind of to be like the motive for like every card currently. But, you know, I'm in the camp of that. I actually really like this card a lot. I think it's a great looking card. I love the colors. I like, you know, a lot about it. Could it have been better? Yeah, maybe it could have been better. It's not Gengar VMAX level in my opinion, but it's a great looking Gengar card. I really like it a lot. I kind of get like Ghostbusters ectoplasm green goo with this like bottom part of the card. But anyways, yes, let's jump over to eBay to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. And there are a few things just to clear up as well. Now, these are from yesterday. You can see this is the lower sale at $6.89, but with $120 shipping. So that brings it pretty close to this price, but the high of $900 before tax on this card that you're going to pay $900. They can't even ship this card. They don't have it yet, right? If they had it, we'd have seen what the other cards are, right? We'd have seen people would be opening them. We'd see what the other cards are from the set. We don't even know what the Dragonite's going to look like. We don't even know how big of a set this is going to be. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that whoever purchased these are actually going to get their cards, right? Also, this one's going through authenticity guarantee, but these sellers, you know, 99.8 positive feedback with 12,000 sales, and then 98.4 positive down here with 10,000. Like, I'm sure they'll get it, right? Japanese booster boxes, you know, if these are sellers that are actually in Japan, it's kind of smart on their part. I don't really blame them, right? The booster boxes, the MSRP in Japan, if you're not familiar, is like $37, $38 US dollars. And I would assume that if you have like retail or I'm not exactly sure how like distro works over there, but if you get it for cheaper than what MSRP is, then you could rip a bunch of boxes and definitely get this card, you know, for under $900, sell it and make some money. But why would you be spending $900+ on a card where you don't even know the centering, you don't know the condition of the card, albeit Japanese, you know, print quality is very good, the centering's usually good as well, but like you're gonna pre-order this card at this price absolutely blows my mind. And once again, not that it's not a nice card. We also don't know exactly, we know the set's going to be big, but we don't know how many other SIRs are going to be in this set. We don't know how difficult exactly it's going to be to pull. You know, maybe this card isn't even like the top card of the set, because this is supposed to be featured as a Dragonite set, but we saw Mewtwo on the box. We saw Pikachu on the box. So we don't know exactly what we're going to be getting. So just to... I don't know. Let me know in the comments like what you guys think the thought process is behind paying $900 plus for this card, sight unseen. And anyways, I think they'll get their card. It is what it is, but it's absolutely wild to see. We also have seen booster box pre-orders go up, at least as far as eBay is going. Now it looks like, as far as I can tell, there's kind of two prices. It looks like 120. You can see this is 120 to 130 for no shrink wrapped boxes. You can see this is 110 plus $20 shipping from Japan. And then you can see with shrink, we're seeing 126 with $22. So 140, 150 with shrink, 120, 130 without shrink is what I am seeing for the last solds on eBay, which does kind of track with pricing of the more recent Japanese booster boxes. It kind of makes sense. And keep in mind too that this is a high class set. The last high class set that we got was Trastal Festival, aka Prismatic Evolutions. Super fun boxes to open in Japanese. You get a guaranteed SAR per box, right? Very, very fun. I can't wait. Hopefully, I do want to pick up some of these boxes. It would be really great to open on the channel. I'd be super excited. And we still don't even know what the other cards are, right? We pretty much just know the Gengar, you know, like the Grimace and then some of the other cards as well. So we don't know how difficult a lot of the stuff is going to be to pull or what is even in there. But currently people are already pre-ordering this set pretty much sight unseen for the most part. And just for a reference too, this card has made, you know, it's gone through some reprints. It's made a bit of an uptick recently, but this is the price that we've been seeing for the Japanese Umbreon right here. $327 is currently where it's at. Just for a comparison, not that I don't think the Gengar, you know, could the Gengar could definitely set and hold a higher price on the Japanese market. But, 900 out the gate seems maybe a little bit excessive. But, we'll have to wait and see, because the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames in Japanese is holding up very good as well. So, but anyways, just worth mentioning, right? And also Terastal Festival boxes are around $100 right now. So the set would be coming out more expensive than Terastal. Obviously, times are different. There's a lot of different stuff happening, but just to compare the high class set to high class set. This card was as low as 240 in August and came back up. So it just went through a little bit of a roller coaster here on this. Came out the gate at 320, down to 280, up 472 was the high, and then it fell down to 245. So it's on a bit of an uptick, the Japanese version of the Umbreon. Just to give it a little bit of perspective, it's kind of one of the only things we can compare, and we still don't know the set size of Mega Dream. So anyways, just for reference, that's the Umbreon. Here's the Charizard in Japanese, like I was mentioning before. It's been selling for $690, or so around $700. You can see out the gate it was six. It hasn't fluctuated that much. I know this chart really kind of makes it look like it has, but 665 up to 700, now down to 690. So this card in Japanese has been selling for around 700. So maybe, I guess if you're going off of this, maybe that Mega Gengar price does seem more justified if people like that card more. But it just seems absolutely crazy to be seeing these prices, especially like once again, sight unseen. If I'm spending that much money, I want to see photos of the exact card that I'm purchasing, and I could never. And it's not like they're gonna like get it on release day either. The people, they got to open the packs to pull the card to then ship it. It's like, anyways, you're gonna spend so much you're not even gonna have the first one. So it's just kind of wild, but this is where the Mega Charizard is at. English, on the English side, this is what we've been seeing. Now, Phantasmal Flames in English still isn't out either, and people are paying last solds. This is actually as of this morning, $1,300 for the Mega Charizard SIR in English, $1,500 before that, as low as $1,100 yesterday, and $1,150, as high as $1,565. So I would say based off of this, you're looking at 1,200-ish maybe between these last solds. I know this one seems high, 1,100 seems low, 1,200, 1,300 for this card currently. We'll have to see how many of these actually hit the market, what the pull rates end up actually being. We do have a good idea of what it should be and how difficult it is to pull. Shouldn't be that hard if they haven't changed things, because it is a smaller set. But once again, just to put things in perspective, this is what the English Charizard is selling for, and we have the Japanese pre-order Gengar selling for 900 plus. So that just doesn't seem to be like that price is going to hold for that Gengar. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm going to be completely wrong. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments on just all of this. It's just so wild. Also, we do have some good interesting information here. We have the first person that I've seen opening the Moltres UPC. Now this is coming from Heroic Collection on YouTube, and we'll just real quickly go through this. You can see that the box, I like the way the box opens. You see it's got the R and it opens that way. So yeah, you can see the promo cards off the bat. Looks like they got shuffled up a little bit. But the box is a great looking box. I don't know how people are getting these early or what's going on. As far as, this is still, as far as I know, here's the promo cards, better look at them. These are still supposed to be a GameStop exclusive. I know some people in the comments when we were talking about it the other day were saying that these are supposed to be, or that they were going to LGS's rather, sorry. But, I don't know. As far, the only information that I've really heard is that it was a GameStop exclusive, and it's not supposed to even be out till Black Friday. But all of a sudden, people are getting their hands on these boxes. We've heard about people getting cases of these boxes already because they know somebody at GameStop, or maybe it got stolen. I don't know. I'm not trying to assume that this person stole them or anything. We're just kind of trying to show you guys what is in the box and kind of just do a little bit of reaction. Obviously, we know what the promos look like. Another Moltres EX, and then the controversial one will be coming up here in a second. The SIR, fast forward a little bit right here. So yeah, the stamped version of the SIR, which is interesting. And then, we've talked about the pack selection as well. I kind of like how they presented the packs in this little thing. Not that that's, anything that crazy. The coin is kind of cool. I mean, it's whatever really, but it does look cool. It sparkles nice. fast forward a little bit. So the playmat, obviously, we knew from the photos that the playmat was going to look good. It looks great. I'm happy with that. Looks good. Here's the packs being pulled out. Once again, we know the pack selection. It's not very good. 2 Destined Rivals is not good for this Moltres box. A lot of older packs, but it does go through, you know, the majority of the Scarlet and Violet era. So that is a good thing. But yeah, Mega Evolutions, Destined Rivals. But yeah, the packs in that little thing, I think it's presented well. It looks cool. Should be a fun opening. This box probably going to be expensive, unfortunately. 2 Destined Rivals, 4 Journey Together. And it's like, why 4 Journey to make that 4 Destined Rivals? That's my big beef with this box. I cannot stand that they did that. 4 Surging Sparks, 4 Twilight Masquerade, or no, 6 Twilight Masquerade. Anyways, a ton of Twilight Masquerade. So yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the box, right? So I just wanted to talk about that. We do actually know what it looks like now, have a little bit more of an idea of it. And also, just to summarize again, this is coming from PokeBeach, which is, they're known to be a very reputable source as far as Pokemon news comes. So they were the ones that were reporting the first. I mean, we'd only seen this, honestly, when I was talking about it the other day, listed on GameStop. We weren't really seeing it listed anywhere else as far as sales go, or pre-orders, right? And it's supposed to be a Black Friday thing, so it's not even supposed to come out to the end of this month, and people already are getting their hands on it, flipping it, selling it. Wild times. But yeah, it's supposed to be November 28th on Black Friday for the Team Rockets UPC. So yeah, this is just a little bit of news that we have for you guys, obviously, and then we just watched them open all of this. So we know exactly what the box looks like. I like the presentation of the box. I do think it looks good. I will be trying to get my hands on at least one, at least just to have for display purposes, because I do think that it is a stunning looking box. I don't think, honestly, that it holds any sort of overall, like, I don't think it really holds up to the Charizard UPC that we're getting for Phantasmal. The Charizard box, you know, with just from the promos, I think, or although I do like that Moltres promo, I don't know if I like them taking an SIR and stamping it, though. I'm a little conflicted on that, but I think the Charizard box looks better, has much better pack selection, because you're getting Phantasmal, Mega, Destined Rivals, like right there, already out the gate, I think doing a little bit better. So I like the Charizard box a lot better. I think that box will do great. And I'm very excited to get my hands on that box. And that box is super shiny. It's going to display really nice. I'm really excited. But the Moltres box is one that, you know, I want to try to get my hands on at a reasonable price. I don't know if I'm going to go drive an hour away to the closest GameStop on Black Friday to try and get. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But the biggest news, the headline thing that I really wanted to touch on was that the Gengar sales. It just kind of blew my mind. And, you know, we see it every time, every set that comes out. It's not really that surprising, but just when you start to like take a zoom out and see where things are at, where they have been, what people have been paying for things, it just seems a little excessive. But maybe some people are just so loaded that it just doesn't matter, and they're just gonna be like, oh, I want the first one, pre-order, and whatever, I don't even care, just give it to me. But, you know, also too, if you have that amount of money, you could just buy a ton of boxes and open it and pull it yourself. So that's the other thing that kind of blows my mind. Just if you have cash to burn, actually rip the boxes and get, you know, pull the card yourself, get other. That's what I would do if I was that loaded. I would just open a ton of boxes. But anyways, a little bit shorter of a video for you guys today, more kind of news oriented. But that's all I have for you guys on this one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, it was never a phase.